Good morning, Rachel and Amanda. Yes, we are going to be cooler this weekend. So there's two reasons to get outside. One, it's the weekend. Okay, your work is over. And two, we are going to be cooler this weekend than we will be over the next week. So let's just take in those cooler conditions. Keep in mind, yeah, we are still 15 to 25 degrees above average this week. Yes, it is spring, first weekend of spring, so celebrate that. But keep in mind, we're supposed to be in the low 70s. We're going to be in the 80s, and for the IE, you're going to be in the 90s. Okay, I want to quickly show you this. This is our winds currently that we are seeing. A little bit of a shift, right? We had that offshore flow with that massive historic ridge of high pressure. Shifting now, right? You can see those winds from the north, so we're getting a little bit of that onshore flow as we get into this morning. That's what's giving us that slight cooling getting into this weekend. So as far as those highs today across Southern California, low 70s along the coastline. We'll take it for Laguna Beach, 78 there at LAX. We're also going to be in the 70s for Malibu, 80s for places like downtown Los Angeles and Burbank. And then for those of you in the IE, I will say an improvement, right? You were in the triple digits last week. Okay, we'll take 91 for Chino, 95 in Riverside, 94 there in Hemet. Yeah, so still going to be warm out there, but you might sense it's a little bit cooler than what we saw this week. We're not breaking records today, and I think we're all okay with that, right? If you were heading outside this morning, let me get you outside with some morning temperatures, 60 degrees at Huntington Beach. If you're going to run along the boardwalk there, maybe just bring a light jacket. Santa Ana, 62 degrees, 59 for those of you in Yorba Linda. Let's move. Follow me here. We'll move a little bit inland to the IE there. I didn't forget you there. 66 there in Ontario. We're also in the 60s for San Bernardino, 58 there in Lake Elsinore. So yeah, a light jacket for our morning hours. And that's the time really if you want to feel those cooler temperatures, get outside right now, because we're going to ramp up those temperatures. We are low 60s along the coastline at this hour. So let's walk through again our forecast for today that we're going to be seeing. Next 4 hours for San Bernardino, 61 degrees at the 7 o'clock hour. Will be 70s by 9 o'clock, high 70s by 10 a.m. So ramping up those temperatures quickly. So where's the place to be? Well, we live in Southern California, right? So it's the beach, right? Laguna Beach, you're going to be 60 degrees at the 7 o'clock hour. If you're going for your dawn patrol surf this morning, just grab that wetsuit. Still need that. Just below 70 degrees at the 10 o'clock hour. We have a few clouds in the mix. Not as much fog as we intended or expected that we might have, but just a little bit there. So we might see a little bit of those clouds out, some high clouds by the afternoon, 72 degrees for those of you in Laguna. Here's what's happening, right? That ridge of high pressure that brought those record-breaking temperatures flattening out for us this weekend. We will take it, but short-lived, as we know. I'll show you that 7 day in a second, but that ridge of high pressure is going to build back in, ramping up those temperatures once again, albeit not as hot as last week, but still well above average. Next 7 days for the LA Nosi metro area. We're 80s. We will take it this weekend back to those 90s by Monday. We'll stay 90s for most of the week. For those of you in the valleys, yeah, you're going to stay in the 90s this weekend, and you'll stay low 90s for most of the week, so we'll take that. For those of you in the IE, a little bit different. We're going to be 95 today. Okay, we'll cool a little bit Sunday, 92, 93. Back to 97 by Wednesday. So we're just used to this, right? It's the start of spring where you're just going to be well above average for this time of year. Deserts 89 today, mountains 73 for our beaches. You are going to be in the high 70s today. We'll talk more about your day's forecast. For now, I'll send it back to you, Man and Rachel.